If you out there, you can fix some air. My car, I don't know why the air not fucking blowing that bitch. I rolled down here with the fucking 4 doors down and the sunroof up. Now I need to go buy some baby wipes, wash my ass, and under my arms.
Anybody tell you something about your funky?
I ain't funky, nigga. It's hot. Probably need some antifreeze, huh?
What's good, beautiful people? It's your main man, Big G, here on Industry Talk, and welcome to Primetime Pod, the hottest information resource outlet for all things entertainment, breaking news, celebrity interviews, and the hot topics of the day. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow us on all social media platforms, our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, you name it, we're on it. Just Google us. Boss Talk Podcast 101, Primetime.
Primetime Pod. Make sure you check it out.
How? Why the fuck you think he missing? You say that.
And second bill a whole lot.
Now I'm not trying to get a little messy with you.
Time is money.
They go trap.
What's good, beautiful people? It's your main man, Big G. And we are in the building with the one, the only, the beautiful comedian, Toni G.
Hi.
What's going on, Toni? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, indeed. So, I appreciate you coming into the city. You know, You've been rocking out every Thursday night for the last 7 weeks.
Yes.
Let us know how that's been going with you, man, with the comedy showcase with JB's Comedy House down at Trio Barn Lounge.
Yes. First of all, thank you for having me and letting me be a part of the movement. But it's been a great experience for me. Constant motion every Thursday. I mean, motion, motion is motion, so it's motioning. But it's been very good for me. I'm learning myself as a comedian. I'm just learning more about myself and how to conduct myself and furthermore. So I'm enjoying it, learning a lot and having fun.
So are you honing in or perfecting your craft? Let's start there. Let's get into that, because if you're doing something repeatedly on a consistent basis, that means that you're coming with new material. That means you're enhancing your product, you're fine-tuning yourself. So where are you in that stage of your game mentally, since you're doing this on a week-to-week basis?
So doing this on a week-to-week basis, like every Thursday, I had to change up and have to come up with new material. Writing, I try to write like 3 times a week now. My schedule has changed since I've been doing it every Thursday. I'm trying to lock in. Well, I am locked in, but I try to write like 3 times out the week or whatever, just because I don't want to be repetitive with my jokes or what I'm talking about. So I want to keep the people on their toes, keep them guessing, and just keep them wondering what you gonna talk about tonight. Yeah, because it's something new every Thursday. Period.
Okay, well let's get into this, because we jumped into it kind of quick. Let's find out a little bit about Toni G. Where you from?
I am from Starville, Mississippi, Big 662, GTA area. Period.
Okay, and you grew up in Starkville all your life?
Yes, born and raised.
And where'd you go to high school?
I went to Starkville High School. Period.
Okay. All right. And were you a productive student? Were you like in the middle, average? What was your standings in high school?
I was smart, but I was bad as hell. Cannot lie. My mama told me I can't be bad and a dummy, so I had to, level it out. So I was very smart, but I did stay in trouble. But not that much trouble, because I was in sports and stuff as well. But I probably was like, I just talked a lot in school, but I was a socialite, I guess you could say.
Okay. And so, what year did you graduate high school? When did you come out of high school?
I graduated in 2017. I'm a granny.
Okay, 2017. And so, give your parents a shout out, because obviously they produced something awesome and phenomenal.
Shout out to Big Willie Earl doing his big one. He coached at Starkville High too, y'all. But shout out to Willie Earl, my daddy, big period. And shout out to Sharon G, the little short lady holding it down. She 4'10", but she got them things. You feel me?
Willie Earl. Didn't Willie Earl play in the NFL? That
He
sound familiar.
did. My daddy did play in the NFL. Period.
Okay, talk to us about that.
He played in the USFL. He played for the Tampa Bay Bandits, and then he played for Minnesota Vikings for like 3 years.
Okay, awesome.
Yes.
So how was that experience growing up as a kid, or you wasn't around?
No, I wasn't here when he was playing ball.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't thought of then.
Gotcha. It's after the fact. But that's still a great history. That's where you get your athleticism from, or is it more from your mom?
I got a little really early in me, can't lie, I do. I had a lot of potential to be great. I actually cheered at college, so yeah. But I was a little athletic. I'm short, but I was fast.
Okay, hold up. You went to college. Where'd you go to school?
I went to Alcorn State University, the one and only HBCU, period. I graduated in 2023. Don't judge me, I was down there 6 years, but I got up out of there. But yeah, I graduated from Alcorn.
Okay, graduated from Alcorn State University. And how was that experience? Talk to me.
It was a time. A time was had. A time was had. Mm-hmm. I can say that. I was down there 6 years, so a time was.
And what did you get your degree in after 6 years?
My degree is in sports management.
Wait, hold up. Sports what?
Sports management.
PE?
Yes. Yes, like educational, like the umbrella is education, like the umbrella is education. But
that's what I said, physical education, PE.
Yeah, but
I'm not cracking jokes.
I mean, yeah, but like it's sports management.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're not in sports management. You're a comedian,
right?
So talk to. See, that's a great segue. I mean, because it's. I'm trying to figure out how you go from degree to PE to comedy. Please enlighten us.
You know, I just grew up in a house. My mom was like, mom and dad like, you gotta go to school, you gotta go to school. And I was like, you know, guess I gotta go to school. And I really do love kids and I love sports. In high school, I played softball, track, powerlifting, and cheer. And I was in a band for like a year. But I was very athletic. So, and I just love kids. I don't have kids. I have a godson. Shout out to Bryson. But I have a godson and I have 3 nieces. So, and I just love kids. I was always a babysitter. And at my church, I was the youth president at one point. Like, so I just really love kids. And teaching was a route in sports. So, how we got the comedy, I mean, I'm just funny, and I didn't know I was that funny until the pandemic. When I started posting videos on TikTok, I went viral. Check out my TikTok, GASP_TONI. But my TikTok like blew up during the pandemic. I got like 66,000 followers on there. My first viral video, I think like 2 mil, but my highest view video was like 7 mil. So yeah, TikTok. That's how we got here.
Okay, so are you? Do you, because this is a controversial topic, and I have to ask the question,
right.
Because, you say you got your start off of TikTok or off of becoming a viral sensation, which would inevitably make you a social media comic to a degree, right? But you still are out there, putting in work in comedy clubs and doing circuits to build up your normal set as a stand-up comedian. Right. Do you see where the controversy lies, whereas people find so much success through social media initially and then get on to a circuit to try to build a reputation as a true stand-up comedian and not to be viewed as just a social media type of a comic, but a well-versed, a well-diversified type of a stand-up comedian? Talk to me about that. Speak to me about that.
I definitely can tell the difference in me making videos on TikTok and being consistent with it and just how I blew up with that. Then when it got to the point where I did my first set in Jackson, I did my first, trying to get on stage, and that was something that, it was a different experience for me, being on stage. And I think I know I'm more passionate with being on stage, but making content, being behind the camera and pretending, skits and stuff like that, it's kind of like a facade, I guess you could say. But actually being on stage and my type of comedy that I do, I talk about real life stuff. So it's kind of it's totally different, but it kind of weighs in the same. But being on stage is definitely different than being behind the camera and making up skits and trying to be funny versus actually being funny. A lot of people that are famous on TikTok that do skits and stuff, they probably couldn't stand on stage for 2 minutes. So it's a very big difference, but I enjoy doing stand-up more, I guess. That answers your question.
Okay, it does. And I appreciate that. because that was an honest answer, and because you're speaking from your own life experience. And speaking of life experience, let's go into some of the things that you went through in college, and your experience in college, and how that weighed into you making a decision to become a comedian, or was that not something that was thought of during your college years?
During my college years, like my freshman year, I cheered and I cussed the coach out, but that's another story for another day. But I cheered my freshman year, and the years after that, I was equipment manager for the football team. And I was just like really funny. And like I said, during the pandemic, that's when once I went viral, that's when I was like, oh, I can do something with this. Like I can actually be one of those big comedians or whatever. So I didn't really think it was an ideal type of thing. I didn't think that it was possible, because being from Starkville, being from Mississippi alone, like nobody's ever did comedy. So that was kind of like sus. It's kind of like, So I guess I could just go back to TikTok. Like once I went viral on TikTok, like, I knew that it was possible for me to go somewhere with making people laugh. So, but my college experience, I went through a lot. Not gonna lie, 6 years, you go through a lot. I was down there. That was my life. Yeah. So just being the light to my friends, I was always the uplifter in my friend groups. I was always the one, hey, like, we finna have a good time. Like, girl, fuck that exam that you just failed. We going outside. Like, I was always the uplifter in my friend group, and like.
Yeah, you were definitely an uplifter. I could tell by the Alcorn social media network pages that you were definitely the party hardy, liven it up type of a person. But there was one particular incident where you were standing on somebody's car. You looked like Chloe from what's that movie? You know the movie.
Chloe?
Not Chloe. Which one? Queen Latifah had
Cleo.
Cleo. You look like Cleo from Set It Off. You were doing a split, and the next thing you know, you was talking shit, and you bust a young man's window.
I did.
With your ass.
See, what had happened was.
Please explain.
Okay. So see, what happened was, Alcorn police, they used to hate on me. Like, they used to hate on me because I was a fly girl. I was that girl. So they used to hate on me. And we had like a little block party over there, and they saw me. I had a big bottle of Patron, and it was not even open. And they saw me with my bottle. They went directly to me, walked straight to me, opened my bottle, and poured it out. So everybody was like, oh my God, Toni had no liquor. Like, oh my God, I know she mad. So everybody was just handing me shots, right? Boom. So everybody handing me bottles, and I'm just drinking, woo woo. So how I end up on a car, like, I mean, I just wanted to be seen, and I really did just want to be seen. And then somebody like walked past me, like, rah rah rah, and I'm like, girl, I was arguing or whatever. And when I was trying to reach down to tell her, boom, and everybody think I went through the glass. I didn't go through the windshield. My butt hit the top of the car, and it dented. Like, it put a dent in it, and it broke the glass. I fell off the car though. That's what happened.
It looked like the car was in an accident.
It was not that bad.
It looked like it flipped 3 times.
No, it looked like a rock hit it.
No, that was not a rock.
It looked like a rock.
A meteorite from outer space.
But I didn't mean to. Shout out to that's my brother car, Josh. He ended up getting it fixed. So shout out to him.
Anyway, so what's the game plan for Toni G 2025? Jumping off this new year, we've got Trump in office, doing the most right now. So talk to me. What's going on with Toni G going into 2025?
Let me comment on that. I don't know what that man is doing. Whatever pen he writing with, somebody need to go get that pen, because he just signing shit. But back to me. What I plan on doing in 2025, with this opportunity that I have working with you at Trio. Every Thursday, I just plan on locking in, like booking more shows, doing more content, like just projecting myself, like just putting Toni G out there more, like. So I think like last year, 2024, I was trying to get myself together, and I feel like I got myself together a little bit, so now I can focus on what I want to focus on, which is comedy. So yeah.
So let me ask you this: how many comedians do you know? Active comedians, do you know?
Active comedians.
That you know that are consistently doing a show week to week?
I know. Yeah.
No, their own show, not
their own. Nah.
No, doing their own. Yeah.
Yeah. One.
So,
Two.
so you're embarking on something new and exciting.
Yeah.
And it's not that it's unheard of. It's just that it's not done.
Right.
Because people don't want to take the time, the effort, and energy to invest in it. Okay, so how do you take that opportunity and catch that wave and turn it into something great?
Catching a wave?
Yeah, catch the wave. I mean, it's building up, energy, the energy of what's taking place.
Okay, so boom.
Because it's all about Toni G. We're trying to figure out how do we take what's going on and steamroll that into something great.
Okay, well, I know 2 comedians that do shows consistently, like their name attached to it. My homeboy, JB Braswell, which is what I'm doing every Thursday at his comedy house here in Meridian. And also my homeboy Bubba Dub, like he's very consistent. Everybody know Bubba Dub. So the opportunities that I do get to work with them and be around them, and I mean I just network and just try to put myself out there. Like, hey, I'm Toni G, I'm from Mississippi, I'm a comedian too. Like, I'm just putting myself out there, making them know, like leave my mark. Even if it's 5 minutes on stage, they gonna remember Toni G type shit. They gonna remember me. So I just show up and show out. I just try to do the best, like wherever, because I don't know who in the audience who could be watching, like who looking for a female comedian, because there's not a lot of female comedians. So just making sure I get the job done every time. So I'm a big Toni G fan. So
you just touched on something. You said there aren't a lot of female comedians in the space. How do you compete? How do you match up? What is it that Toni G does that stands out amongst all the other male comedians and female comedians that are in the game today?
Well, I feel like with me, I'm very, like, I don't give a fuckish. Like, I get up and talk about anything. Like, not saying other people don't, but I feel like I'm just raw. Like, I write, but most of the time I get on stage, I just vibe with the crowd, try to see where, who in the crowd, who out there, like, and just go out there. Like, I'm off the dome, off the top, but I'm not scared to talk about how I feel, what I'm going through, like, whatever. Like, I'm a big for the girls, for the women. So, I talk about a lot of stuff that people don't want to talk about, scared to talk about. Like, I just don't care. Like, I talk about it, and you're gonna laugh. You're probably gonna feel some type of way, but you're gonna laugh. So.
Okay, so let's go back a little bit. I'm gonna rewind a little bit, because it gives me. I just need to clarify some stuff, and a lot of people may be asking the question because you said you were a power lifter. That might give to Claus and to reason why you're so thick around your neck and your shoulders.
Not too much.
So how was that experience as a power lifter?
And what's the crazy part? The crazy thing is my daddy was the coach.
Right. So you had to get it.
Yeah, I had to. I wasn't the best at bench pressing, but squat. One about to mess with me on them squats. Can't lie. They won't. Don't ask me my weight. I don't know. My daddy keep up with it. But nobody was messing with me when it came to them squats. No cap. But I mean, it was a great experience. I mean, I actually was supposed to go to state in powerlifting, but Jacquees came to start off. It was a concert. My daddy was mad. I was like, Dad, I'm finna go see Jacquees. I'm not finna go lift no weights in front of the people. So yeah, I was really good in powerlifting. So yeah, don't try me after no show, girl.
Okay, so how about this? You ever thought about doing a Toni G workout tape and inspire folks in that type of a way? I mean, since you're already an athletic type of an individual, the get your ass in shape tour type stuff, something to where you can motivate. You say you for women empowerment, so give them something to be motivated about. You know what I mean? Right. And watch Toni G go through her grueling experience of getting in shape.
And what's crazy? I was actually strolling on TikTok and like the little workout video where they be dancing and they be like the little thing, they dance but they work out. I was actually thinking about that for real. But I gotta get myself in shape first before I try to train somebody else, or we're gonna be training together, which is cool too though. So I
didn't say you was training people. I said you're going through your workout journey.
Oh.
And they watch your journey. You see.
Yeah.
And they can see all of the.
But I mean, I could train people too though, like.
And what, comedy?
Working out.
Oh, that's right. We were talking about working out.
Yeah, we were talking about working out.
Yeah, but the reason why we brought it up is because you have to be in shape to get on stage and stand in front of these folks and put in some time. Right. And people don't ever take that into consideration. You ever thought about that part of the game?
Like staying in shape?
Yes.
I have not thought about that.
Why not?
I don't know.
It's a part of being a professional.
It's maybe because it's probably why I'm getting big.
Well, I ain't gonna comment on that.
But I see. I mean, yeah, it definitely ties in.
Why'd you close your space? Just a minute ago, you was open and wide.
Because like now I'm like, I might need to work out. We'll go to the gym tomorrow. But I guess it ties in. Like you gotta, especially like if you're doing like long sets, like being able to talk like long-winded. I guess that ties in. I don't know what type of comedians out there, but like I guess I should stay in shape too. I do a little crazy stuff on stage sometimes too. So I guess I should start working out. Yeah.
Okay, all right, good stuff. Let's talk about your experience after college and what you're doing now. I don't want to, because the build-up is going to be funny. What you're doing now, outside of comedy, just to keep saying.
What? What happened?
No, because you know it's funny because Shula King does the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I want people to know what it is that you do, and they would never know that. You know what I'm saying? You're a mortician, but let's.
They don't need to know that.
Yeah, well, I just let's get into it a little bit. How does that happen? I mean, it's family business, but how does Toni G get into from PE, comedy, to dead bodies? Please enlighten me.
Okay, so my family has a funeral home. Shout out to Teacher Harrison Funeral Home.
That's what's up.
Harrison Funeral Home. We have 3 locations. Columbus, Mississippi, Starville, Mississippi, and Lexington, Mississippi. I mean, we had the business like, I'm finna be 26. It's longer than me. We done had it for, all my life. But I started working with the funeral home, like, when I was young. Like, I wasn't back there, like, actually with the bodies. But I was working funerals, stuff like that. But now that I'm older, like, I do help a lot more. Working funerals, tend to the family stuff. I mean,
yeah, it's
a family business, it's a job. Like,
right. So talk to us about the embalming process. I mean, because, most people really can't fathom, draining the body.
Right.
And prepping them for, the afterlife.
Right.
So talk to me.
I mean,
what do you learn in that?
Most of the time I just, watch my uncle, like, or watch my granddaddy embalm, like, once you get out your head that they're not getting off that table, you'll be fine. Like, when I was little, I used to be like, they finna get up. Like, no. Like, once you get out your head that they're not going anywhere, they gotta stay right there. Like, the process is smooth. But, like, just watching my uncle and my granddaddy do it, like, it's very intriguing or whatever. It's something. I help put the clothes on. I do their hair sometimes, makeup, stuff like that. So, I don't wear makeup, but...
So from that process all the way to cremation, you do cremations as well?
Oh, we don't,
okay, y'all don't do cremations?
Yeah, we do cremations, but, like, it's not nothing, like, in the funeral home. We just put up,
I don't know what that is.
But, like, when you getting cremated, like, the body, it's like it's getting cremated. So.
Into a furnace?
Right. Uh-huh. So we don't have a furnace in the funeral home. Okay. That makes sense.
Gotcha. All right, well, I wasn't trying to bring down the interview. I just need to let folks know that you really about that life.
Like, what?
That you really about that life, you know what I'm saying?
I got my hands everywhere. Like, I'm jack of all trades. I work at Cookout. Like, you feel me?
Hold up. Wait.
Flipping burgers.
What?
I just do it all.
Stop. You work where?
I work at a restaurant.
No, you said Cookout.
Yes, Cookout.
It's not a restaurant.
That is it's called Cookout.
What is it? Is it a restaurant?
It's a restaurant. It's a fast food restaurant. Cookout. Yeah.
Oh, what you do?
Fast food restaurant. Pretty much nothing. But
hopefully they don't see this. But go ahead.
Hopefully not. But hey, We're here, huh? But that actually was my job when I was in high school. I had 2 jobs in high school, Little Caesars and Cookout. So I came back, once I graduated, I came back to Starville, needed a job. I had a job as a manager at Dollar General, but I got fired. Anyways, moved on, started back at Cookout. But I don't really do nothing. I'm a cashier and walk around, tell people to do their job.
Wait a minute. Oh, so you're the manager?
No.
Oh, you just one of them people at work that just think you're a manager.
Yeah.
So you a rat. Mm-hmm. You be telling them folks.
Depending on who
people
you're
coming
asking.
in late.
Depending on who you asking. Because if they don't do their job, I got to do their job. So that's me working times 2 and I don't even work times 1. That's ridiculous.
So you doing a management job and ain't getting paid for the management position?
Am I getting paid for the management position?
That's what I'm saying. You can't be.
No.
So why are you doing the extra work?
I'm not doing extra work. That's why I tell other people to do their job so I don't have to do their job for them.
Okay, I'm gonna leave this alone. But
right.
you at Cookout in Starville. All right, I'll make sure I don't come to Cookout.
Please don't.
Please, I know something ain't going right up there, that location. So you're in Starville. Why didn't you get a job in physical education or sports medicine or something along those lines, or at a high school coaching?
Honestly, working in Starville High is obsolete. It's not happening. In Starville, never will happen.
You had to plug it. You had to plug.
If I start working at Starville School District and my daddy works there and I say something out the way or something, I don't want his job to be in jeopardy, so I just, whatever. But honestly, I wanted to have a flexible schedule because if somebody call me for a show tomorrow, I can call Cookout, hey, I got something to do. I'm very comfortable right now. I don't want a real job right now because I have to go to work. Like, not saying I don't have to go to Cookout, but I mean, but I want to have a flexible job and a flexible schedule. Like, say, I never know, somebody might call me tomorrow, somebody might call me for Saturday. Like, if I have a real job working every day, I can't just call in like that. So I just want to, that's why I don't have a real job.
Okay. So, give me a motivational word. I need some inspiration from Toni G for young, aspiring women looking to jump into the comedy lane.
Some inspiring words for up-and-coming female comedians, or just comedians, period, because, I mean, I'm for women, but I'm also for everybody, too, like, especially if you want to do comedy. Don't stop. Don't stop. Work on your craft. Watch interviews. Watch, like, how people, like, if you, especially first starting out. When I first started out, like, when I first got on stage, I didn't know what I was doing. Like, I didn't know nothing about holding the mic. I didn't know how engaging with the crowd, talking to people. Like, I didn't know none of this. So, do your research. Like, watch, write, be authentic. We're not copying and pasting jokes. So, be authentic and just don't give up on yourself. Somebody gonna laugh eventually, one day. But don't keep, if you done went to 3-4 shows and my laugh, you need to pick a different occupation. I'm just being real. But just stay motivated. Like, motivate yourself. Right? Be consistent. Be consistent.
Okay. So give me your top 3 comedians, male or female, dead or alive, that have inspired you over the time.
Number 1, Cat Williams. Love him. Actually, when I was younger, my mama said that was my daddy, but I think she was trying to say I looked like him because I had a perm. But anyway, Cat Williams, number 1, for sure, hands down. Lavelle Crawford, number 2, love Lavelle Crawford. Love him. 3, because I just love those 2. Carlos Miller. I love Carlos Miller.
Okay. And if you had the opportunity to work with 3 of the best comedians in the game, present day, who would it be?
Present day, definitely Carlos Miller. When you're from Mississippi, the man funny, raw, like, Carlos Miller for sure. I hope you see this. But Carlos Miller for sure. Cat Williams, of course, like, I would love to work with Cat Williams. Lavelle was my top 3, but working-wise, I don't want to mix nobody's name up.
What's the name?
The female, Samoy.
Samore?
Samore.
Yeah, Samore.
I would love to work with Samore.
Yeah, Samore's dope.
I love her.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's raw.
She is.
Yeah. and her comedy is in your face. Real.
I really love her.
Yeah.
I would love to work with her.
No, she can really tell a story.
Nah, for real.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get up out this thing. We've been sitting here chopping it up for about 30 minutes now. I enjoyed the time. I enjoyed the conversation with Toni G. Let everybody know about your social media, how to reach out to Toni G, and if in fact they want to book Toni G, how do they reach out?
So y'all, of course y'all know my name is Toni G. All social media platforms, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, everything is the same. GASP_TONI. That's gasp_TONI. All my social, Facebook, Toni G. I mean, you type in TONIG, it'll pop up my last name. I'm not gonna say it on camera, but yo, clock that. I got my, if y'all, you try to book me, man, click the link in my bio. I was just playing. Well, I do have an email address in my bio as of right now. So yeah, y'all can email me, don't inbox me, email me, I guess, for right now.
You've been locked into another great episode of Primetime Pod. Major salute to our guest. And remember, ain't no time like primetime. This is your main man, Big G, with Industry Talk. And remember to like, share, and subscribe to our network, Primetime Pod. And as always, beautiful people, it's about health, wealth, and wellness.
Primetime Pod. Make sure you check it out.
Hell, why the fuck you think he missing? He say that.
And Centerville's a whole lot.
Now, I'm not trying to get a little messy with you.
Time is money.
They go trap.